Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Stellaris. We are at war. We've declared war against the Chosen as a containment protocol. We need to lock them up and ideally throw away the key, but honestly that's not really going to happen. We could go through to Ithon's gate and start bombing their worlds, but I'd settle for just keeping them locked up and isolated. It doesn't look like they've got many things through here, so it's not the worst plan to try and do that, but we'll wait until we've got this section of the galaxy secure, because they are actively invading other places. The Gimwix Imperium is part of our war and they are losing, unfortunately, and that's going to keep happening, so we need to kind of catch up and take them out. We do have other combats that we're going to have to deal with as well, so there's a few things for us to consider. Right now, let's get our fleets back together. Make sure we've got everything repaired, and in fact we can use our fleet management to do individual reinforcings as well, because we have lost a ship, but we've got capacity for more, and seeing as we've got capacity for more, we could get some more ships coming in. Especially some more of the bigger ones. That nanite interdictor that we've had for a very long time is still in there, still doing really well. The readied shield, yeah, let's boost them. That's probably all we can afford. But we'll get that coming in. You are going to be regenning. You're barely injured. Let's just move on, because the next system is going to be really quick.
Handshake protocols activated.
I'm not worried about anything new coming through the portal at the moment.
Research complete.
Because they've only got this tiny flotilla. Caravan train. What are you offering? They want a science ship, and they will get extra housing for 8 years. No, not interested. Move along. Favor. Job efficiency is up. That's cool. And let's go for the ancient target scrambler. Get that unlocked. The anomaly that we were researching at the end of the last one, Secret Heart. While unremarkable on the surface, the asteroid has a hollow core lined with crystals. I'm going to bring you straight up here.
Battling aggressor station.
And we're going to get you ready to move.
Anomaly found.
To the next one. Zuchar has gained a level. Governing Pathar. Yeah, we can give you Distribution Manager upgrade, given it's a Forge world. Or Forge Focus may actually be better. So more output rather than upkeep. I like that. The list bar has also found an anomaly. Odd readings. Go ahead and investigate that. We don't care about the favour. We're not going to do a migration treaty. So we're mostly just ready to move on. Now these stations are a little bit bigger, but they're not big, so I'm not really worried about them. Let's bring you down this way, and we'll bring you up this way. That'll be better for us.
Research complete.
New astral action is available, and yet I don't see it on the list. So I assume it's one that we can't really afford, or is not, like this one maybe, and we don't have Psionic Theory. So we'll skip past that. Jump drive is researched. That's cool. 12 months. Let's get hyper shields for now. Another couple of favors. And these are almost ready to go through. Let's send them in. And where is that fleet? They've got a tiny little fleet down here. But all the rest of the ships seem to have gone. Maybe they jumped somewhere. It's going to be annoying if that's the case. Yes, we do want all three of these. Oh, and they've taken the planet. We might need to bring some invaders up then. Okay. We can do that. Don't know what our closest options are going to be for that. Parpla as a science ship. Let's move you on to this anomaly. And I'm going to get my Cora building some armies. It's going to take us a little bit of time, but that's fine. Clone armies do a little bit more damage. Oh, we can pick who we're cloning. That's kind of interesting. Oh, but they do more collateral damage, I see. But they are cheaper. Okay, well, we don't really want clones. Gene Warriors, however, more expensive, less collateral damage, and more actual damage. I think that's where we're going. So either the Rawls or the Savanti. I think Savanti. Oh, they take a lot longer to produce, though. Okay, we'll just go for regular Savanti for now. Because if it's going to be 90 days for us to have anyone ready... We'll get 5 coming from here. Can we launch you guys? Is that what this does? No, this just views them. Okay. Yeah, deploy them in orbit, and we'll go to all the other nearby worlds. So the pit. I think it's going to be some more Savanti. And then next up, Fracatus, maybe? It's close enough that we can bring him down to jump him. And then over to the next one. That's Sarat. That is a lot of armies coming in, which should hopefully give the enemy pause for thought.
Battling aggressor station.
So we're going to effectively blockade this world. Yeah. Enemy occupation, we can't do much here. So we're just going to have to hold it with someone. Probably something like the longest mile. Just to make sure nothing nasty comes through.
Spaceborne life form encountered.
You're a little bit injured. We could send you back. Yeah, probably for the best. Anvil and Hammer, and the other one. Let's do it this way. Readied shield. Readied shield up here. Anvil and Hammer, you're a little bit injured, but not very. Also up here. Okay. We've discovered an alien ship adrift amongst the asteroids. It's not responding to our hailing signals. Whether this is due to it being unable to interpret our signal, or perhaps some other reason, we don't know. Science Officer Boren recommends that a construction ship be dispatched to tow the stricken vessel out of the debris field. If left untouched, there is a risk it may be crushed by the asteroids. It is miles away from where we are. There is no way we're going to get a construction ship there. Scrap it for materials. How are we doing on the artifacts? Hey, we can reverse engineer arcane technology. A whole batch of physics research. Definitely welcome.
Council agenda available.
Superior colonies is no longer on cooldown.
Battling aggressor station.
Indeed we are. And it will be ours in just a second. There we go. Right. This also has a colony. So we're going to need to leave like the readied shield here, I think. Well, I suppose we don't need to leave them there. Because if we own the station, then it still counts as an occupation. But we do need to get someone across to take these armies. You're almost repaired as it is. Come down. Transport fleets. Everyone assemble up here. 506 days. That'll work. It'll be a year, but we'll start bringing our transport fleets in and see if we can't take some of these places back. That's not a concern. And it looks like our ships are just using the quantum catapult to get places. Which is fine, it's just a bit of a surprise. You're heading to the longest mile, okay.
Handshake protocols activated.
Well, the Jetrin commonality. We can learn nothing from them or share lots. No. Definitely decline.
Research complete.
Research into hyper shields is done. We will move on to do the neutron launchers because they're cheap. What's the station like in here? It's all right, but there are planets and other concerns.
System survey complete.
While you're passing,
Handshake protocols activated.
please take that out. We'll ignore the migration treaty. Survey is done. You've got places to be going, so that's all good. And we carry on with our traditions. Whenever a resolution you pass, you propose passes, gain 18 months of unity. We're going to be proposing some, so that kind of works. Speaking of, let's propose enable the council veto power. It doesn't cost us much. It puts it to the top of the list, and we'll get 18 months worth of unity when it inevitably passes. That anomaly was a shattered satellite. The object in the Elysia system is a record of an ancient satellite equipped with complex astrometeorological sensor arrays. We believe it has swept a great distance in the wake of a stardust storm. Now damaged beyond repair, its central database has contained a vast store of information that we can repurpose for our own needs. Hey, cool. And we scrap the rest of the satellite.
Battling aggressor station.
Okay, these transport fleets, we will bring them in. So they're on their way.
Research complete.
They are all taken out, so that's good. Everyone in for this fight. More research completed. We'll push for assault army damage. Combat training for the troops that are on their way. That makes a lot of sense. Now, our ships could do with being a little bit prepared. But they're not badly injured, so...
Spaceborne life form encountered.
I see that fleet trying to get away. Let's send the tip of the spear down to try and intercept them. Because the more planets we can stop them invading, the better it will be. That rapid pursuit flotilla is just pushing through the area. They're up to 14% attrition on us as a whole. Yes, we would like research aid again, please. Thank you. And we are maxed out on minerals. Let's get a trade stockpile. I've been so obsessed with the war. I haven't been looking at this. We've almost got enough to do that restoration. And Quattral Slavsy has gained a level. What are you currently? You're going around doing anomaly research. I guess we can give you Rift Walker again. I don't think there's going to be more rifts though. Maybe Excavator, because there are still some archaeological places to go. That seems reasonable. And yeah, there you are. In the Parpler. You're still building lots of things, so that's good. Are there any more? There's another. Another ship's already doing that one. We could move you across to maybe prepare to activate the L gate. I think might not be the smartest course of action. For now, go and assist with the cloaking detection. That's something you can actively do. Quantum catapult, as I said, we're very nearly at the point where we can improve it. Oh, we need mega engineering before we can do that. Okay. Well, we just bought a bunch of metals that we don't particularly need, but that's fine.
Spaceborne life form encountered.
Right. You guys. We need to have a chat.
Battle commenced.
About how many
Battling
need to
aggressor
die.
station.
And how quickly it needs to happen. The system is ours. This is good. We've also taken the Ishto system, which is great. Let's see what the damage is. Can't do anything with our artifacts right now, so we'll just ignore that. Ignore the treaty. They lost a few ships. Quite a few ships. That's nice and satisfying. They've even got a little commander. Look at that. And the other combat, they just lost some defense platforms. That's not a surprise. We're getting refugees arriving on Valdus Prime. Not great, but we welcome them with open arms. Everyone can come to us. And now I think we're onto repeatable tech. So let's go with shield hit points up, because that'll keep us alive longer. And this system is pretty much a... Oh, they're pushing down in two directions. That's what they're doing. Yeah, we need to thin them out really quickly. You're going to push this way, and we'll get you going around this whole section. You guys, I need you down here, I think. Why can we not get down there? Are you still travelling? Why can you not get to any of those? Can you get through? It's being so weird. We should be able to. Unless they've done something to lock off the travel. Doesn't look like it though. I am curious. Well, for now, we'll just get people to park up where they can. Maybe there's something about this system that's stopping it working. But either way, if we can't get down here, that is a big problem for us. We can still pursue the other fleet. Yeah, we can get to here, but we can't push any further in. So there must be something blocking it. Well, for what it is, let's just leave the longest mile behind. And we'll get the anvil and hammer going to help reinforce in the other direction. Yeah, there must be something going on with that. Another station taken. Carry on pushing through as quick as you can. We've got access to the Star Fortress here, so... Not convinced why it would be a problem. No, don't go and upgrade. Stay here. Oh, FTL inhibitor. That's it. That's annoying. Okay. Well, we're going to need to take this place as quickly as possible then. Ready, Shield, you're going to have to sit here. In fact, sit by Dig. And as soon as the transport fleets arrive, we will put them to good use. Still a great many days away, unfortunately. We could get you bombing the planet. There's only 2 robot population on that planet. That is absolutely nuts. I don't see the FTL inhibitor here, though. Is it? Perhaps it's a... No, it's not a decision. Maybe it's one of the other planets and it's just doing it weird. No. It's not a holding. And I'm pretty certain it's not a planetary decision. It's not on this thing. And I don't see any additional... Nope, don't see it on the buildings for the station. It's possible it's not here, it's somewhere else, and it's just got a large range. That is something else that I hadn't considered. And they're colonizing the planet. Interesting. Either way, this area is inhibited. Actually, that's what we can do. We can check the station. Yeah, it must be coming from the planets. That's the only thing that makes any form of sense. And I'm not seeing it on any of those. You know what? Let's Dewtrap has one. Maybe it's part of the station itself. Let's have a look at the starbase details. Yeah. It's not the communications jammer. It's just built in to the starbase. So we could potentially take it out by getting rid of the starbase here, maybe. If I... No. Oh, we can't... Right. We can't destroy the starbase entirely. That's the problem. All we can do is leave it in a maintained state. Alright, that's fine. I understand now at least. So we're gonna just have to carry on taking what we can, and eventually we'll take this whole area. For right now, Seston, that's a decent strength. Gonna need more though. Yeah, which means all you're doing is you're just blocking them from coming out, which is fine. It's just not really what I wanted you to be doing with your time.
Spaceborne life form encountered.
New terraforming candidate, we'll ignore that. And the Takaran system has been surveyed. Queue up another one for after the next. And we'll carry on. Now this fleet manager, I was wondering if it's possible to organise the armies in the transport fleet. Because I know we can group these together and then give them a leader. I guess we'll wait until there's a whole bunch of them together.
Spaceborne life form encountered.
Isabella Hodgkinson has discovered that the asteroids deposited in the Lambda system possess highly unstable magnetic fields, causing them to ricochet haphazardly off the system's existing magnetospheres. She stabilized them by adding magnetic compensators to each asteroid, regulating their trajectories, and thus making them useful for resource extraction. Well, that's great. Which means the nav plant now has nothing precisely to do, but we do have things that can be extracted down here. Let's jump you over to here. Yeah, that's what we'll do. New fleets are all going to jump. Because otherwise it will take way too long to get over there. Hey, Borin's leveled up. Borin's out exploring, so you're not really a counsellor, so all of these expertises are kind of wasted. Let's go for new worlds. You should probably go and repair, because you're a bit damaged. Like, very damaged from the storm, I assume. And actually, you can uncloak. Which will let you get your shields back. So the quantum catapult. And we'll get some more armies.
Battling aggressor station.
Alright, let's focus on that. We have two
Research
aggressor
complete.
stations that we're taking out at the same time. There's our extra army damage. Let's go for even more army damage? No. Xenomorph army could be fun though. Feels like it would be expensive to build them. And yet, I'm going to research it anyway. you're done. Let's bring you down for the next. We've got you coming straight in. Good. Ready shield, you should really be down here as well. Oh, cool. Our building friend has arrived. So go ahead and construct there and construct here. I am concerned about what's going on with Huntanga, but it's a bit beyond what we can deal with at this moment. As soon as I can get access down here, that will change.
Anomaly found.
Ignore that hostile system. Okay, nothing concerning, nothing concerning. Anomaly found. It's grey goo. Go ahead and investigate that, Borin. So we are still managing to save some of Huntanga's systems, but really there's not much. Oh, the Chosen have made peace with the administration of Huntanga. That's interesting. With a status quo, I think that's probably because they know they're not going to be able to stand up to us. Our transport fleet arrived in pretty much the perfect place. I feel like you two need to be merged together. And you'll be there soon enough as well. $53 days for you to get there, 45 days for you to get there. Enough time for a little bit
Council
of repairing.
agenda ready.
And the Senate is in session for enabling the veto power. Looks like no one really wants to anger me. There's some people who are abstaining, but they're not. There's no chance of them actually flipping things around, so that's good. We'll launch Pioneer Politics. And in the meantime, our next council agenda. Impenetrable border feels like a good one because of the reduction in the war exhaustion gain. So let's get that going. I don't like being a war. We're supposed to be friendly to everyone, but there is a problem with the genocidal Chosen that needs to be contained.
Battling aggressor station. Research complete.
Right, that gives us the FTL inhibitor. Research is done on battleship hull points. And I think... let's get the impulse thrusters. After a detailed analysis, Officer Boren has discovered that the strange metallic substance coating the surface in fact comprises upon billions and billions of nanites. Oh, it's giving us a nanite sludge. And it's giving us assembly algorithms.
Research complete.
As an entire research, that's cool. Right, what is this? So this is a galactic history thing. And it would give us +8 on the Edict Fund, which is not a lot. sell it off. Let's find some military applications for our artifacts. I think we'll go for the combat drugs. No. Harmonic isolation. We don't want to be damaging the planets unnecessarily. There is our brand spanking new research that they gave us. We don't need to pick a new thing, so we'll just push clean on with that. Tip of the spear, where are you? You're there at the moment. You are actively fighting, but you'll be done in just a moment.
Construction complete.
Nice. Down you come. You guys, up you come. We want to take this quantum catapult and we want to make sure that they cannot use it. Illuminated jewels upgrades are coming along very nicely. Ancient's Shield Overcharger feels like a good option. Or the Storm Repulsion Array. Yeah, let's try and keep things even further away from Illuminated Jewel. It is technically moving away from us, which is going to give us a chance to repair some of the damage that's been done. But this war is definitely taking a lot of my focus. You merge. You come up here, and you guys, we're going to launch you. I would like you to arrive here. Let's be just a little bit safer to there. Let's get you moving straight on through. There's not much else that's going to happen. We could flash forge a hyper relay, but let's save up for the physics insight. Yeah, potentially closed borders. These things can happen. Hopefully, it won't. You're waiting. You can come down to the catapult. Yeah, you'll be there pretty quickly. $166 days. It's going to be faster for you to just go directly almost.
Spaceborne life form
16
encountered.
days until they jump. Right, let's take this place. Go after these first, please.
Battling aggressor station.
Yeah, screw you. Particle storms being detected. We'll ignore that for the moment. The Narblar has been fully repaired. Good. We can get you doing something new. Not convinced that that's a good plan, but go ahead and move through. Hey, and the transport fleet arrived in a reasonable place. That's not terrible. It's not a huge army strength that we have here. But there's no garrison on there. There is a garrison on this one. So we're just going to need to have overwhelming numbers, really. Okay, I need you guys to split up. So, you that way, you that way, and tip of the spear. You want to go that way? Sure. There is their return fleet. Emplar, is there anything worth you doing over here? Potentially not right now. There's no cloaking detection that can go on at this point either. Come into the system anyway. Hey, we've analysed the debris in Risami. And I assume it didn't give us anything, otherwise it would have told us. So that's why the Emplar is still stuck around up here. Well, we could find some places to go and survey. Yeah. Go back down there. Alright, let's have a check of our main board, because there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff that we've been ignoring that we can actually do stuff with. Like, Sarah can upgrade its planetary capital, that's great. The devastation on Sheltered Reach, that needs to come down, that's why we've got such low housing. Although we could build... Yeah, 22% planetary devastation is the real kicker. And the same with Seldis, so I'm not too worried about those. Those will get better. Hurtle can be upgraded, so we'll go ahead and do that. And surprisingly, everyone else is actually kind of busy doing stuff. Oh, bollocks. You may not be able to fight this by yourself. I need you back on this side of the station. Can I get you back here quickly? 75 days is not too bad. You guys might be a little bit too far forwards. But if we're going to take out one of these fleets, this is going to need to be the way it gets done. Oh, and you're about to come through. Yeah, this could be bad. What we'll do is, in our edicts, we can go for the astral shielding. Then we've got exotic gases for each of the things. Volatile ammunition, volatile reactive armor. Crystalline sensors, not worth it. Focusing crystals though, that is. Okay, we'll let that take effect. That's upped our fleet power quite significantly. and the starbase is going to help out.
System survey complete.
Cool, you've got another destination, so you're fine for the moment. Let's get back to the combat that is inevitably going to happen. They're already a bit damaged, but they are going to be through in a fraction of a second. You want to come this way?
System survey complete.
You want to just like sit on the end? Because I'm happy for you to sit on the end. You got more places to go? Good. Can't do anything with the artifacts. So back to the combat. And yeah, they're bringing their fleets together. We are going to have to engage them. Can't go ahead and do the repairing, so I think we just go as we are.
Battle commenced.
Hey, just as another fleet arrived. Perfect timing.
Battling aggressor station.
That will have been significant on their losses. Look at that. A lot of frigates gone. Not many cruisers gone, but I'm happy with that. So we're really gonna need to keep them in twos. Just to make sure they don't get completely beaten up. Interesting. Anvil and Hammer can go and repair back in... I suppose this is technically ours, isn't it? That's fine. You don't really need repairs, though. So, you know what? Push on and we'll sit here. And for this, we'll have you sitting in as well. Oh, right. Now we can deactivate that edict. Focusing crystals off. All the other bits, take them away. There's the astral shielding. That'll stop us running out of resources. Alright, things are looking a lot better. Go ahead and investigate that anomaly, and with that, we're going to have to finish off for today. So thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Stellaris. See you soon.